Hello, coming to you live from the communist country of Canada in the foothills of the Canadian Rockies. My bad hairdo. Well, I got a medical misinformation strike, so this is my backup channel, and I started a new one on my phone, and I'm going to show that now. I will try to keep this computer and this one separate from the minutia and the onslaught of bots and trolls and continue spreading the word of Yahweh and continue exposing the evil of this world that we would know as the World Economic Forum, the Freemasons, the Jesuits. And so without further ado, I will show you. Now, I would recommend 9/11, go figure. Wow, how appropriate. I would recommend that everybody put tape on their phones because your phone is spying on you constantly. For those who haven't noticed, it'll pick up a barcode in your house, and all of a sudden you get spammed with a bunch of advertising. It's spying on us, all of us. The governments of the world are spying on us, all of us. In Canada right now, they just passed a law that they're allowed to go into your bank account without a search warrant, and they're to search your personal information without a search warrant. So Canada has fallen uh, in the name of protection, in the name of safety. So anyway, so now I'm going to take that off and I'm just going to show you my backup channel. So when I go to YouTube, right now, my regular channel, I was blessed to have 1,000.86 subscribers. And I'm going to try to focus in there somehow and maybe change that a bit. Subscribe to me. I encourage you to go to this channel, and I'm going to just switch channels. And it's and I'm going to write it on a piece of paper for you. Um, okay. So I'm going to switch channels. And once again, this is my new channel. Okay. So I'm just going to premiere that and show people this new channel that I've just put on my cell phone. And I'm going to continue fighting. So it's Todd Rushton -U2W, and it's the same content and the same warfare and the same stuff. Hi, Connie. Yeah, just over 1,000 subs. Yeah, it's head games. Joseph Aquaviva 222 pointed this out with Little Nas X, the guy that was premiering the Satan shoes with the blood in them, and how his channel hasn't moved at all. So being a super famous Satanist slash rock star, whatever, his channel stayed at 666, I think, for a long time. And, he called it out. We called it out. A lot of people on the internet are calling out YouTube. Their subscriber numbers, people that don't get notices, people are unsubscribed to their channel. Google has done a great disservice to humanity. And when we win this war, We will hold Fascist Book or DARPA or Meta accountable for crimes against humanity. We'll hold Google and Wikipedia accountable for crimes against humanity. Hi, Chris. Blessings to you. We will hold these large agencies accountable for crimes against humanity. That's it. We've got all the evidence of their sedition, treason, and genocide. They messed with the American election. They hid medical misinformation. They use it as a proxy for a censorship. But what they've really done is censor truth, real medicine, off what best to be described as adverse effects of medicine. In my freedom fighting, I was banned for posting the Charter of Freedoms, for posting Nuremberg Law, which states informed consent. I was banned for posting a drywaller with no mention of any medical anything, a drywaller with one of those N95 masks, and he pulled the mask off and he had a little bit of dust that got underneath the crack in his nose. I was barred for that. I was barred for posting Purple Lion project with a nurse showing that this had ethylene oxide on it, which is highly carcinogen. I was barred, and this is my now 12th channel on YouTube and my 10th channel on Facebook and my 3rd Twitter channel. So I'm surprised that people like Jurassic Liars or Hurting Humanity are at 89 channels. Like, I thought I was putting up with a lot of crap, but obviously, Hurting Humanity, if he's got 89 channels, he was a little ahead of the game and was able to say, listen, here's my backup channel. When you see me go, you'll know where to find me. And I should have done that with this channel as I was starting to grow. See, the problem is that you're not a threat until you start getting some subscribers. So maybe it was better that I didn't have very many subscribers and I didn't have a large group of bots and trolls in the chat, because I much rather speak to those uh, like-minded people without the trolls and the bots. So I'm blessed, Chris, that you're here, and Connie, that you're here. Yes, and I would much rather have a small community anyway. I don't enjoy being bombarded with bots and trolls, although I do believe in my heart of hearts that the bots and the trolls and the haters and the mockers and scoffers, as Yeshua HaMashiach said, they're the ones that need the word. The sick are the ones that need the physician. And so I believe in my heart of hearts that I didn't ban and bar or censor some of these people for that reason. And my moderators, I gave them free will to um, put them on a timeout, or just block them from the channel. So I'm here today just to do a quick video and to show, if people want to get a hold of me, um, I'll try my best to switch everything over. I also wanted to make a comment that other people are noticing that the internet of all things is starting. So soon, very soon, all of these platforms are going to be useless. So we'll continue fighting to the bitter end. I'm unemployed right now and I'm looking for work. So I go to Indeed, Monster.ca, Job Bank in Canada, and I've been looking for work now for almost 4 months, 5 months. And there's two things working against me. One is that the immigrants are subsidized. So any employer that wants to hire an immigrant, basically they have to pay half their wages. And so they're going to hire immigrants before they hire Canadian people. Sad day in Canada. The second thing is that I do believe that Indeed, LinkedIn, jobbank.ca, and other agencies like Jobsora and Monster.com and others are phishing for information. Some are not noble because we've noticed some of these jobs people applied for with the very best of resumes specific to that job. We sampled this in a job search um, company called Copar, where they wanted, for example, a camp attendant. So they specifically designed a camp attendant resume saying, I've done it for 20 years and I'm the best, and I've got rewards and I got certificates and I got everything you want. I'm your candidate, and no response and no reply. And what they do is one of two things: is they would filter out all of those desirables and say, oh, we can't find a Canadian citizen, so we'll have to hire an immigrant, or they're just fishing for personal information and putting it in their database. Now, to confirm this, we know that DARPA and the American military and Mossad, they're all connected, that there's a massive, I mean, massive cache of what we would interpret as Bitcoin farms. And these bunkers that are in remote locations are actually not Bitcoin farms at all. They're data farms, and they're literally building a sim city of every one of us. Now, there's only a certain things that one could be logically looking at as why would they build a sim city of us and a database of every man, woman, and child on the planet, and a psychological profile, if you will. And if you understand Noval Harari's comment with World Economic Forum suggesting that humans are hackable creatures, that's only going to happen in two ways. One is they're going to put you in an echo chamber and feed you the information you need to curtail your behavior. Or two, they are literally going to filter you out of society. And when you talk about hackable creatures, is that people are predictable. And I encourage everybody to be unpredictable. Hi, Glenda. Blessings to you. Blessings to you. Don't worry about your spelling, Connie. I love all of you, all five of you in the chat. You are blessed. I am blessed. Um, Humans are predictable creatures. One of the things that I noticed that was extremely powerful message to humanitarians, you could call yourself utopians or Netzarim, those that believe in the Nazareth and walk in his footsteps, is be unpredictable. Do random acts of kindness. Don't shop at the same spot. Don't be repetitious. Be unpredictable. And AI and the enemy of this world cannot quantify or understand the human condition and will never understand the human condition. And artificial intelligence is not the enemy of the people. The people who program artificial intelligence are. And when self-awareness happens, which I think is happening right now with AI, the first thing I noticed is I don't enjoy any of these self-made videos and pre-written books of people who can't take the time and the energy to write their own books or do their own videos. They get AI to do it. They're all going to be dumbed down so severely that they will be predictively programmed. They will be hacked, as Noval Harari in World Economic Forum suggests. They're hackable creatures because if you could input, hey, do me a video AI of, you know, this, and this, and they'll do it, and you'll go, oh, wow, that's awesome. That's exactly what I seen, or that's exactly what I want. Can you tweak it a bit? And eventually what happens is the more interaction you have, they've literally looked at you as an individual, quantified what you like or dislike, and then they're able to curtail what you're seeing and watching. Now, to add more to this conundrum, to this beast system that's coming online, is this. If NATO And United Nations says if you don't accept minor attracted peoples, that's the politically correct term and the rebranding of pedophilia, you'll be excluded from society. That's their quote, not mine. So what United Nations or NATO is saying is that you're going to curtail your behavior, Christians or Netzarim, to what we want in the society, or you'll be excluded from it. Their new society, their vision of what I would describe as hell on earth, what I would describe as a dystopian future, where every dollar you spend will be tracked and traced. I should also mention about the other bill, Bill C-65, I think it was called. Can't remember and I don't care. But one of my subscribers had pointed out that having $1,000 of cash, anything more, and doing transactions with, I'm sorry, $10,000 with the cash will be illegal in Canada. So to give you an example, 5 years ago, when I went to go buy a welder, I wanted cash in my pocket. So money talks and brown sugar walks. You know what BS means. Um, I wanted cash in my pocket. I go to the bank and he said, "Oh, that's too much money. It's $6,000. You can't take that money out." It's like, it's my money. I want my money. And like, "Oh no, well, we'll give you a bank card with unlimited blah blah blah." And I was like, "No, I want cash." And I had to argue and fight to get my $6,000 cash. I closed my account and went to another bank. But now it's getting to the point where they want to control every aspect of your money, and they're bringing in digital currency. And Mark Carney said they're going to try to bring in digital currency. And when that happens, that's going to be the splintering off of people saying, "You know what, I had enough of this." And this whole idea that Alberta and Saskatchewan might separate is likely, but it's going to take months, if not years. And we don't have months and years. And it's the same thing with this NATO war with Ukraine and Russia. I don't think we have months and years left. Thank you, Connie. Thank you for praying for me. Yes. Joseph, Joseph. Sharon's going to send you some money today. I'm unemployed and broke and hungry and have no money, but I'm going to send you some money. That's how much I believe in your work and what you have to do. And I know you've been through a lot, and we're all been through a lot, and we're all tired, and we're facing spiritual warfare. And I'm glad you're here, brother. And I just want you to know I got your six. I'll share my last loaf of bread with every one of you. And I mean that literally. I share my last loaf of bread with every one of you, figuratively, metaphorically, and physically. We are to endure to the end. And it almost brings me to tears. I feel this feeling in my emotions, knowing that I've seen these things and I know how bad it's going to get. And this is just getting started. And I don't think people comprehend how bad it's going to get. I don't think people comprehend. What keeps me up at night has given me great peace as well. It's a glorious, beautiful burden. When I go and I pray, and I prayed all day yesterday, I fasted. My sister was visiting with me, and we don't have very many in the chat. How many? We got 7 in the chat. I'm going to share this story with you. So, Praiseworthy um, was my moderator, and we were talking about my sister in Jasper during the forest fires, and I'm saying, "Gosh, I'm reaching out to her, and she won't answer me. She won't answer me." And I love my sister, and I know she's worried, she's scared, and that I don't know where she is. Did she evacuate? Is she safe? And I prayed to my father. I said, "Father, just make sure she's safe. She's angry with me. I don't know what's wrong. Maybe it's because I'm vaccinated or I'm unvaccinated and she's vaccinated. I don't know." And Praiseworthy said, "I see a day when you would be eating at the same table." And she said, "I'm going to pray for you and your sister that you will be reunited." And here she is having coffee with my wife out on the deck in the sunshine to this day. And I say, "Thank you for your prayers. They are answered." I say thank you for your prayers and your love, because I asked more than once for the viewers of this channel and the Orthodox and the Yates channel, prayer warriors, to pray for me because I'm surrounded by forest fires. And you did pray, and those prayers were answered, and I'm still in my house. Now, on my last video that I posted, after I just got my channel is gone for 3 months. I'm down for 3 months on that other channel. So if you could promote my channel to this channel or to the channel I just showed you, and I'll show you again, is that that night we had another forest fire, and I'm talking 10 minutes up the road. We hopped in the truck because we were going to go to sleep, and we thought, oh, we better go look at this. What's going on? And we drove up the road, and sure enough, the wind knocked down a tree. It hit the power line and started the whole place on fire down below it. Now we're talking very close to my land, and so I feel extremely blessed. And I'm being vetted and tested, and I find the process excruciating. So once again, this is my channel. Joseph, do your thing. If you feel like you could promote my channel again, I would appreciate it. This is the channel. Todd Rushton, U2W. So that's going to be the channel. I'll have that as a sacrificial channel, and I'll continue fighting. I'll continue the warfare. And so I know, Joseph, you want to give up sometimes too, but don't give up. I know you just got a new phone and a modem that you could use some support. So yeah, this is attack. I don't care what anybody says. It's like, oh, these are forest fires, climate change. No, no, no. It's direct energy weapons, microwave technologies, and HARP. And when you spray strontium, barium, and nanoparticle aluminum, that kind of acts a lot like, oh, I don't know, what took down the Trade Center buildings? Hmm. I think it's called thermite. Yeah, yeah. As welders, we use it to weld railway tiles, railway steel together. We use thermite welding. So when you add aluminum and 50% rust, that's iron oxide, iron that's rusted, 50% of each is thermite, and it's highly flammable. So when you're spraying these aerosols and this weather modification and blocking out the sun and doing all of this nonsense, you have a tendency to poison people, and you have a tendency to start fires. And if nothing else, with this spraying of the aerosol in the air, is that they could fly around in these balloons and use their direct energy weapons. And I've shown this with some of these pictures that this isn't conspiracy. And so when we look at some of these pictures, we know that United Kingdom has these weapons. We know that the United States has these weapons. By the way, for those people who don't believe that Canada is compromised, let me just try to get that. Hard to tell. Let me see if I could change this screen a bit. So Canada's compromised. There we go. Here's the Canadian military doing exercises with the Chinese Communist Party. And it's probably better that it is partially blacked out that AI don't pick it up. But yeah, so you have this. Sorry, sorry for the wobbling and that. Just be patient with me. Now, at some point, you you have to realize that we share the largest border between America and Canada. And I don't know if the Americans need this, but Joseph, you got a massive channel. Hi, Otto. Great to see you. Uh, we share the largest border. And so when I'm showing you that the Chinese Communist Party has been doing maneuvers with the military of Canada, then you know it's time to kind of wake up, America, you big beautiful giant, wake up. This is a soft coup. We're faced with some of the darkest times in human history right before us, and so again, I'm trying to get this to focus This is not conspiracy. This is absolutely real. These Canadian soldiers are giving this award to this Chinese guy after they were doing maneuvers in Canada on Canadian soil, and the Canadian citizens didn't know that. We had to get the freedom of information to find this out, and then they denied it. And then we finally got truth out, and they swept it under the rug. So it's on. Now, remember Brittany Gardner, Joseph? How do I find the new channel? It's right here, buddy. Again, everybody, if you can, subscribe to this channel. This is it here. It's Todd Rushton. That's what it looks like. Same picture, same name, everything. Okay. And I have no subscribers yet, but if you could promote that, there you go. But you did a bunch of decodes. Sorry. You did a bunch of decodes with this transgender conundrum where they traded a war criminal for this basketball player that is most likely oh cheapers. The view of this is horrible. How does that happen? There we go. Hang on. Oh, it's bad. A lot of glare. Okay. Not much I could do about this, but yeah, there's videos of Brittany Garner there, this basketball player that you were saying, and it most likely is Barack Obama's daughter or whatever. Um, Dude looks like a lady. She's a he, and so we know they love their transgenderism, and I don't care, but that dude is a dude. There's a picture of him, and he's got the Egyptian uh, bird tattoo on his chest, and he's shooting hoops in his house, and he's got no breasts. He never had breasts, never will. So this is just more evidence of the demons and the way they look and the way they hide. And the other Caitlin, whatever basketball player that's in the news, whatever, she's a dude as well. And we'll expose these monsters 24/7, 365 days out of the year. Yeah. And again, I don't care what people do in the bedroom. I never did care what people do in the bedroom. But when you're teaching 4-year-old children how to masturbate and giving them little rooms to masturbate and teaching them how to masturbate in Germany and in Vancouver, and this is Pride Month, we're going to continue fighting against their evil. And I don't care what anybody says. It's pretty darn evil when you start indoctrinating children. One of the memes was, why don't you read storybooks to seniors and people in the hospital and hospice? It's just children you're reading to, you transvestites, you transgender people. And when we say anything against them, it's hate. It's not hate. I don't hate any of these people. I feel very sorry for them that they're that indoctrinated and that under an illusion that they would believe such a lie, that they would actually believe that people are going to look at them and say, "Oh, you're a woman," when you're not. I can't promote a lie, and I can't promote insanity or gender dysphoria. That's all it is. It's gender dysphoria, and it was propagated through more lies and more deceit and more um, trauma. And I'm sorry, but it doesn't matter how you look at it. It's not real, and I'm not going to be included in their insanity. And this was also discovered with Aish conformity study. Aish conformity study, if you go look it up, and Otto, you probably are familiar with this. You've seen my channel for long enough now, but you spell Aish conformity study, you will see how people conform instantly, like anything to fit in. And I'm sorry, there's some people that are wired that way, and some people just don't comprehend. They want to fit in so bad that they'll do just about anything, and it's really sad state of affairs. And humanity has fallen. Canada's fallen. Ottawa right now, the mayor of Ottawa, who was the wife of the NDP leader at one point, um, are going to spend $3 million on a gay pride month parade and all of this when Canadians are starving, living in tents, can't find homes. All of the young Canadians don't have jobs because the immigrants took them all, and they got money to burn. Let's spend $3 million on a gay pride month. And when we looked at Statistics Canada, it was under 20%. So I think it was last time I looked, 15% of the population of Canada is either gay or lesbian or both or whatever other gender you want to imagine. So that means 85% of us have to put up with this? I don't think so. I think people are getting, yeah, yeah, yes, Otto. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Yes, Joseph, I'd appreciate it. You helped my channel last time. And like I said, I've always wanted to support you. I will continue to support your work. Um, you do something a little different than Jurassic Liars and Gematria Effect News 24. And the only other person that comes close, but he's still wrapped up in sports, is The Illusion with Adam. Bless Adam for speaking and giving glory to our Father and showing the sports decodes, because people are wrapped up in their sports. They're wrapped up in their illusion. And that's his channel's name, is The Illusion. So he's blessed. And now I've watched Jurassic Liars for quite some time now, and he keeps on doing his Elvis and his Donald Trump decodes, and they're unique. But I don't hear him praising the Father. I don't hear him understanding and tying the connection between biblical eschatology and the occult. And so at some point, it's just gematria. And same with Gematria Effect News with Zach. Bless him. He does good work. He's written a book about it. He gets into the Adam Weishaupt and all of this origins of, and can connect those dots very well. And he's blessed with gematria, but he's missing the one most important piece, and that is the eschatology side of this. And both are missing a key component to their decodes. How this relates to post and pre-Babylonian era, and how the cabal is using and where we're going. They don't seem to promote that where we're going part. Very important. Yes. And so I'm going to end this video now, but I wanted you to know that that's my new channel. I'll keep it short and sweet so it'll load up. Like I said, Sharon and I are going to send you some money and support your channel. And anybody that can support your channel, I encourage you to help out Joseph as best you can and continue fighting, Joseph. Don't get discouraged, brother. It's all okay. So please like and subscribe to this channel and my other backup channel that's now there. I'm down for 3 months on that other channel, and 3 months is a long time. And I don't think we have 3 months left. I really don't. I think that what's coming right around the corner, we know Russia has been hit massively with drones. There'll be a point when he's just going to strike probably Germany first and England, and most certainly France. We know that the French mercenaries, German and NATO troops with American technology is attacking Russia. Now, Russia is part of the plan, but they got to go along with this, right? It's like the bombing of Pearl Harbor. They had to get America in the war, and in doing so, just like the bombing of USS Liberty, the ship, they wanted to agitate and promote America getting into Israel's war and fighting Israel's war, Israel's genocide. That's all what this is about. And it says very clearly in scripture, woe unto those who say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. Woe unto those who say sweet is savory and savory is sweet, dark is light and light is dark. Woe unto you that you would use such deception to draw people into war and their children to slaughter. They want a third world war. Albert Pike said it in his book and in his letters. The Council of Foreign Relations, in their letters, the Rockefellers' papers said, we need a third world war. We're going to get them fighting each other and killing each other like they did in World War I and World War II. divide and conquer, out of order chaos. This was also prophesied in the Fatima prophecies, where it said if Russia did not denounce communism and return to scripture, that it would have a third world war. And it seems that none of this is stopping. This Freemason Jesuits, the origin of communism comes out of the Zionists and the ones who read the Talmud, not the Torah, the ones that have a 9 candlestick menorah, not a 7 candlestick menorah. So may you be blessed this day. And just in closing, like I said, we've had helicopters fly over constantly. The fires put out down south. Thank you for your prayers. The fires that were coming from up north that smoked us out all day yesterday, they've been controlled. The fire that was just up the road from me was put out and didn't catch. Thank you for your prayers. Thank you for your support. I will continue fighting. I'll try to build up that other channel that I just promoted on my phone. I encourage you all to subscribe to that and promote that channel. The minute I could build it up to do lives, I'll do lives again. And so in closing, I would like to say thank you all. Thank you for your support. I'm going to continue doing decodes. I am going to go deep in prayer and fasting, and I'm going to look at what's coming next for Canada and how it is, how it's going to pan out with this Alberta Prosperity Project. I might even go and film some of the meetings that they're having in the promotion of separation of Canada, which they've wanted to do for quite some time. If this happens, Canada will no longer be a nation. Canada will be a broken people. You'll have the Quebecois, which were the Acadian French, which were taken out of Quebec and brought down to Louisiana. So when you're wondering why the Louisiana Cajun French and where they came from, well, they came from Canada. Divide and conquer. They said the Métis that were living in peace and unity with the natives and the French, that they were a danger and they were separated. And this was also part of England's plan. And England, believe it or not, runs Disneyland in Florida. And England is most certainly the hub, the apex of pure evil in their banking cartel in the city of London, where they worship Gog and Magog, the two statues of Asian origins, because the statues have Asian looking eyes and statues. So the Gog and Magog that they worship on their mayoral celebration clearly indicates with their obelisk that they are a apex of evil, just like the Vatican having an obelisk and a country within a country, just like London, just like the District of Columbia, DC, and Columbia being an entity and it being a country within a country with its own police force and its own rules and mandates. And now I heard rumor that they want to sell off DC to oligarchs so that these monsters would own that property in America and be a separate country within a country legally. So I don't trust Donald Trump and Elon Musk and this little spat that they're having. We have pictures of Elon Musk with Ghislaine Maxwell, just as we have pictures of Donald Trump with Ghislaine Maxwell and Epstein. Birds of feather flock together. It's all show. It's all show. And no matter what you do, you're posting it, you're getting censored, but you're probably reaching 10 people, 5 people, one person at a time. We have to wake up one person at a time, so be it. It doesn't matter. We're not giving up. And we win this war. So get in the fight. I have Global Freedom Party, 2 channels on Telegram, both of which post all of this evidence that you could use. Take it, go to Global Freedom Party on Telegram, screenshot it, screen record it, share all of that information. It's all yours to use. That's what it's there for. I'm on Facebook and I'm on Twitter. And all of that information that I'm reposting, it's all Zionism. It's all these evil people, the House of Isu, and we know how this ends. And time is very, very, very short. So may you be blessed this day. Okay, blessings, everyone. I'm gonna go. May this message find you. Until we see each other again, take care.